This is either going to go very, very well or very, very badly.
I don't even want to ask what you're doing.
Let's just say I did step 4 before I did step 1, which step 1 being put it on a ramp. So it has no front end, and I'm now at a point where I need it on a ramp.
With an engine crane.
Let's let's get through the intro and we'll see how badly this goes. I'll see you in a minute.
Ratchet.
Ratchet strap butt, isn't it? Isn't it what? Right.
Ready?
No. We'll see how rusty this front shell is, shall we? Oh, come on, Sheila. Ta-da! Mate, I'm genius. Are you ready? I can't go for it anymore. Oh, have I taken I've overinflated the tyres for easy pushing. Are you ready? Mate. This angle was better than it would if it was probably had suspension on. I was going to say how you didn't get through them.
Oh, pardon.
Right. Back towards you, mate.
To me then.
To me.
To you.
Yeah, go on and do that. Maybe we should do this with every car. I was just thinking, is there a way we could do this with every car? This is going to be the dodgy bit. A lift. Should we try it? Put your toesies. In the middle. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Right, hold on then. Near enough.
You're going to come off and on again?
I'm going to take this strain off the strap.
Alright,
and then
hold it there. Give you a bit more.
I am so smart. Delicioso.
You want to come back?
Mate, that couldn't have gone any better.
That
No,
was
I
pretty
want-
slick.
I want it as far forward as I can because all the weight is in the back. No, that way.
How are you going to get the ramp legs under?
Hey? Mine's under. Is yours not under?
No, nowhere near. Let me swing it under first.
We're on the wobble.
On the
then, I think.
wonk.
Right. Who's Andy?
Give that a shake.
Wow. There's a couple of holes in the floor, Dav.
Oh. Here and here.
Yeah.
But
The main part of it looks alright. It just looks hanging.
call it.
Yeah. I have no idea how it pulled the alternator cable off, which is up here. Severed it clean off. Turbos is in better days. Right, that's the gear linkage stuff. Brake lines. And it's had a bit of a whack here as well, so we're going to have to do a repair here.
Yep.
Could be worse. I don't know how, but it could be worse. It's alright,
I think we're fine.
mate. It'd be alright. It just needs to come out, doesn't it? Just need to
does.
get it out.
Yep.
I think that's a fuel hose, and I think that's a fuel clamp. So
Right.
I need to pull these off. And I think I'm going to redo. Mind you, all the floor looks pretty crusty in places. It'll be alright, it's a kit car, right? So it just all comes apart.
That's it.
Get this there. This is the one I need off. These two, really.
Yep.
And then we're going to see if we can get them made in carbon.
Ooh.
Carbon floor.
Posh.
I thought so. So that's under the seat, and I think that's the carpet. So I think we'll redo that skin because these are seat bolts.
Ah, right. Okay.
It's rear frame. So I think I've got the rear floor down the bottom because that got torn off. But I think essentially we'll end up doing the whole lot, mate.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it.
Well,
properly.
yeah, I think so. It'll be a laugh. What more have I got to do with my time? So, that's it. Up on a ramp, Dav.
Cool.
Just needs a bit of love, really, don't it? Catch can, turbo drain. Turbo drain? Yeah, turbo drain. Yeah, I kind of want to pull the engine out, really.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm sat here waiting for bits off Noble to do the front. So if I can pull the engine and gearbox, at least I can get cracking on with them bits.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I want to pull the front rack out and stuff like that, so we can start working on the front. Because I think I'm going to re-loom it. I think I'm going to build another wiring loom. So I've got the MoTeC for it already. That's here. But like when you look up there, I don't know whether you can see all the wires just like zip tied together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good, mate. So we'll sort that out. So MoTeC's here. I've already got a MoTeC for it. Well, I've got an ECU for it anyway. I'll probably put it on a PDM to get rid of the fuse box. Because if we come down, we need some lift music. Bling 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 bliggity bling bling bling. So I've got heater box off, wiper motor off. I've got some time lapse of that. That was hilarious because I was here on my own doing it, and the heater box is bolted from the inside. So there's nuts on the inside and bolts on it. So I had like the world's longest ratchet and extension, and I was leaning in through the window to hold that, and then leaning around the front of the windscreen to get on the gun to undo the bolts. So we've caught all that on time lapse. So we'll drop that in now. But, you know, mate, if you squeeze through here, well, this is what I'm going to show you. Those are fuse boxes. So,
there we go.
Water comes down off that rear panel onto the fuse
Right
boxes.
on there.
So, yeah, I mean, that tape, there you go, mate, waterproof tape. So, this is going to be the, trickiest snowball ever when it's done. So, engine out next, I think. Strip back end off. Get the floor off so we can start having the floor made. I've got intercooler being made.
It's coming together, mate.
Yeah, Dave's after inlet manifold and a few other bits, because once we've got the inlet manifold, we can sort of throttle body.
Yep.
So no, and then I can get the arms stripped. The front ones have been done, I just haven't got them back yet. Paul at PCR's Cerakoted them. What else? And then I can send the calipers off.
What do you anticipate the turbo? Oh!
Smash the place up, bro.
Sack the juggler.
What do I anticipate the turbo?
The state of the turbo, are we going to get some?
I think we should
done
go
with
and
that?
see Leah Owens,
I think that would be a good idea.
and then we'll see get them to strip them on a bench, and we'll do like what we did with Josh's suspension.
Yes.
We'll do the same with like Noble turbos and see if Leah will do just a turbo build on them. I don't want to go performance crazy.
Yeah.
I just want it good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do, 2022 technology on a 20-year-old car. So that's what we'll try and do. So even down to, like on the later ones, they moved the air filters into the intercooler box to get away from the noise here.
Yeah.
But obviously these are force fed, so all we'll do is we'll just put better filters on. But I kind of like the idea of them being there, because then when the windows are down, you get the noise in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be cool, mate. So I'm gonna go pretty deep on it, I think. Backed frame-wise, and then de-rust the frame, neutralize it, and then paint it. So we've got a good base to start from. And then in the meantime, then we can start figuring out what we like on this, what we don't like. Wasted spark, that's go in. I'm going to put it on stick on coil or coil on plug. Man, it's going to be cool.
Ready for the spring?
Ready for the spring? No, next spring. Spring after. That's what I was going to check. Right. Put your foot on there, mate. Hold that wheel. Open diff. Needs a diff.
Needs a diff.
Needs a diff. And I'm going to put traction control on it. So I'll modify all the drive shafts have already got the, yeah, I'll show you. Maybe we should have done this bit first. So can you see on the CV joint, the teeth are there?
Yeah.
So that's for wheel speed sensors. So we're going to mount wheel speed sensors now to pick up on those. And then I've got to modify the front ones. So basically then we'll have wheel speed sensors all round, and then the MoTeC can look at all four wheel speed sensors, offset driven speed versus drive speed, and then do the traction control calculation.
Very cool.
So I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. And then yeah, like a PDM, so electronic fuse box. So rather than individual fuses, it's like an electronic box. So that's my plan. Brake. So I think things like this, like this is that hard whack.
Yeah.
I reckon we can do a nicer job, mate, if I'm honest. So it'll be
Good stuff. So, in the meantime,
Thanks. Like, subscribe, make some comments below to try and cheer me up. If anyone knows where I can get a good supply of wire wheels, appreciated. Because I think all these little rivets I'm going to have to finger sand off. I don't think, and maybe a drill, but yeah, I don't want to go drilling through and putting massive holes in, so I might just finger sand them off.
yeah.
And then, yeah, let's get the floor off, seats out, and basically then you can like put your head inside the car. It'll be fine, mate. It'll be fine. It'll be a laugh.
Right.
Hello. I'm comfy. It's nice. Just a seat out of my car. Right. I think this is going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy, so we're probably halfway through the video when I'm saying this, but we got it on a ramp, and I started a thing, and I was like, I'll film this, and then it absolutely turned into a 4-year-old's tantrum, so you're not going to see it. But I took the floor off, and for about 3 days afterwards, rust was coming out of every orifice of my body, even though I wore the appropriate PPE. But basically, there's no flaw in it. I took the floor off.
Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, I can see through the car, and I can see
Steering wheel. Honestly, mate, I absolutely pulled my hair out. I have never drilled out so many rivets in my life. And as I'm doing it, my arms were dead. Rust was everywhere. I had it because I had one of these hoodies on. The pocket was full of rust. So anyway, what you've probably seen on the time lapse is me taking that heater box out, which is hilarious. So that's out, right? Then I've kind of laid out all the suspension. The arms aren't here because they were pulled. So the front end's stripped. In the new year, I will de-rust the whole bloody thing. But the floor's gone off to a company in Newbury to be copied and made out of carbon. So they want to do some videos together. So we're going down there in the new year. That'd be quite cool. But they work in F1 and they want to show us what they do and how they do it. So that'd be quite cool, right?
Very cool.
So yes, it is a bit talky. There's not much of me working on the Noble, but the engine's coming out next, so I'll time lapse that. But we put it on a ramp. I got a nice dent in my wheel, so that's quite cool. I'm happy with that. All right. I've ordered, for the front wheel bearing hubs, I've ordered some CV joints to go in them that have got reluctor rings. The rear ones have already got them, and then we're going to put sensors on it because I'm going to put traction control on it. So the MoTeC has arrived. So this is my shit for my car shelf. So a new heater box because the plastic ones are rubbish. A new baffle for the sump. Super Pro bushes.
Nice.
So that's fine. We'll get them
Black
out
ones?
there. No, they are purple ones because, you know, company colours. So Super Pro bushes. Yes, I bought normal bushes off Dave, but then I found these ones as well, so it's fine. And then I won't use an IGN4 because I'm not using free wire coils. I'm going to use amplified coils like proper Bosch Motorsport ones. But I've got LCD, so I can do both banks for Lambda, and then a MoTeC M130, which is about as rare as rocking horse teeth at the minute. So that's got a GPR package on it. So me and Steve are going to relume the bloody thing. So what else I got? Carpets. The floor's gone. All the other crap I took off it. The stereo's out. This was hilarious. If anybody wants this, let me know. Because it'd be good to see it go to a good home.
What make is it?
It is a Sony. What is it? A Sony CDX M730.
Yes.
Flip out front, mate.
Naughty special.
Oh yeah, like, you know, when you used to rock and roll when you were like 18 in your Nova. With remote control.
Yes. Winning.
I ain't putting a stereo in that thing. So, so that's my box of bits. What else we got? Obviously, you know the suspension has turned up, that's fine. I got other bits coming. Paul's got the arms. I'm going to strip the back end. I'm going to pull the engine. It is open diffed. So
let's just see that again.
This wheel's standard, look.
Yeah.
So it's an open diff.
Yeah.
So I'll put a diff in it. We're going to go and see Lee at Owens and see if we can do a video up there about turbos. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
the exhaust is laughable. So what I'm actually thinking of doing with the exhaust is a pair of like 65mm bike cans, like Akrapovic bike cans, above the diffuser, and then straight pipe it. We'll see. It's all ideas. I've got to do it yet. But when the floor came off, this is the worst bit of damage we've got to do. So we're going to have to cut this out.
Pick that light up for me, mate, because I might not pick that up.
So this is the worst bit of damage we've got to deal with.
Ew.
So I'm going to have to cut this bar out,
Yeah.
which holds the engine mount, and put a new bar in. If you come from this side, it's worse. Oof. So, yeah, but
So not
this, like someone had put exhaust wrap around this, and it's just wrecked it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to do something there, deal with that. But it's all right. It's I get the engine out. It's fine.
Let's just have a look through. If you light up the front bit, you can see literally no floor.
No floor. So I've got to take the loom out because we're going to redo the loom. There's still a bit of like crap there, like stereo loom and stuff that's got to come out.
You like this bit here?
Yeah.
There you go.
Relay box,
Yep.
fuse box. So I'm going to put it on a PDM. Then obviously door cards are fine, these trims are fine, seatbelt holders, that's all right. This is the centre prop tunnel then. So you've got obviously the coolant hoses, power steering hoses, that kind of thing. So we'll take the loom goes through, so we'll strip that out.
Yep.
There's also a gear mod that can go up inside the tunnel. So I think I've got to get the hoses out first. So that's fine. If I show you here, mate, there's a fuel pump. Literally just hanging. So we'll have a chat with the guys at Radium and put a decent pump in it, because I'm going to take the tank out and I'm going to see if I can do something with a swirl pot.
Yep.
Because the bottom of the tank is just a pickup here that goes off and then into the pump. So it looks like a Bosch 044 pump, which then goes up and feeds the rail. So I just need to strip it apart and do a better job, really, because I don't like it. There's a wire here, I don't know what that's for, but it doesn't look important. There's wire there for the fuel pump.
There's the seatbelt mounting.
Yep, it's fine. It's grand, don't need seatbelts. Lovely shag pile.
Yes.
This side's pretty much the same. Obviously just the indent in the carpet is from the CD changer.
Yep.
The exhaust is hanging. It'll be all right. I don't even know what. I think I've got to take the turbos off to get the engine out, which doesn't sound like fun.
No.
But it'll be all right, mate. It'll be a laugh. What else am I going to do with my time? So it's up, it's done. Mixed with all the time-lapse stuff you've seen so far, we should be up to date there. Like I said, me taking the floor off, you don't want to see that video. You lot probably do, sadistic bastards. But yeah, do you know what? I just wasn't good. So I'll do a time lapse taking the engine out because that'll be far more interesting.
Good progress.
It was. I was kind of happy when I got there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a pile of parts and then somebody will be able to recycle them for their Noble or whatever. But yeah, some bits are junk, but other bits we get sorted. So it's all good.
Good stuff.
We'll see you on the next one in about 6 months.